An ancient practice, glass blowing transforms blobs of molten glass into beautiful works of art.
A little bit more. A little bit more.
Watching a glass blower at work can be mesmerizing. Alex Kalish became fascinated with the art when he was in college after visiting the school's glass blowing shed.
I hung out and someone asked me if I wanted to try it after watching for a few hours. And I said, boy, do I. And it was basically love at first sight.
Alex's studio is located in Antrim. He's a juried member of the League of New Hampshire Craftsmen. His studio contains an eye-popping array of stemware, vases, and uniquely designed lampshades, all containing a blend of rich colors layered on every piece.
The heat, the motion, it's like no other material to work with that I've worked with. So that furnace over there has a crucible inside of it, and it holds 120 pounds of clear glass.
Alex begins making his pieces by warming up a small piece of glass on the end of his pipe. The temperature of this smaller furnace is just about 1900 degrees. Alex repeatedly heats the glass and then rolls the end of his pipe in what looks like gold-colored sand, but it's actually glass.
It's basically the silvery, metallic areas that you see here.
The heat causes the air in the pipe to expand, the shape and the gold glitter taking form, cooling and shaping the glass, maneuvering it so it transforms into a vibrant design.
Just going through the motions of working the glass for someone like me is very pleasing.
Beautiful handcrafted works of art, vibrant colors wrap around vases and bowls, jewelry, one-of-a-kind lampshades that seem to change color in the light, blue glass seemingly suspended in Alex's unique wine glasses, each item different and sure to enhance any decor.
First in high school, it was the fact that you could do it. You could put bottles in a furnace and then melt it and make stuff.
Chris Salmon has been making stuff out of hot glass since he was a teenager.
The colors themselves are amazing. I mean, it's just the fact that that it transmits light as opposed to reflecting light is it's amazing. There's nothing else that does that.
Chris's business is called Old Hancock Glassworks. He is also located in Antrim, and what he does is different than traditional glass blowing. He makes decorative pressed glass ornaments, each one with a different impression: birds, flowers, and U.S. presidents.
Mount Rushmore. I just did 600 Mount Rushmores, which is 4 presidents at once.
Enthusiasm about his passion spreads, well, you could say, like fire. He sketches the picture, and a computer helps imprint the outline on these small, round, gray discs. If you visit the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island, you will see his Lady Liberty creation.
The great thing is, when I work, a little bit larger, and then I'm able to shrink it down and have a machine carve every little detail that I put in. So you look at it and you go, oh yeah, that's Statue. But if you look closely, you can see the face of the Statue of Liberty is there.
He even ships his ornaments across the country. On this day, we find him making these whale ornaments for a retail customer in Alaska. Chris uses recycled glass to make his pieces.
The way that I do it, I don't think anybody else does.
Chris makes no apology when it comes to promoting his talent.
There are other, glass people, and they have done them, just not as good. I'm sorry.
Chris can also create his tools out of, well, look closely. You may recognize some ordinary kitchen utensils, like a potato masher.
This is a griddle from a fry. It was from a restaurant on Block Island.
Chris also does work with tiles, such as these handcrafted mirrors that can be custom designed. His favorite piece, however, is this wine goblet. In fact, it is from this design that Alex Kalish perfected his own wine glass. Alex once worked for Chris years ago.
The goblet is my goblet. People look at it, and I did it for 20 years, and then I just said I have to stop. But that was it. That was went from something that was sort of formed into something that was elegant and useful. And that's my piece. So I do like that.
Two men who both became fascinated with this ancient Middle Eastern art of glass blowing at a very young age, using their gift to create gifts from a tiny scrap of glass, melted and molded, turning into fine decorative works of art.